And welcome to my Python learning series where we will explore Python step by step. In this learning video, we will capture Python syntax, Python indentations, Python keywords, and Python identifiers. Right. So now we will start one by one. Right. So first we will start with the Python syntax. This slide show you the basic of Python syntax, what is the Python syntax and what is the core elements of the Python syntax, right? And these all elements of the Python syntax, comments, indentations, variables, keywords, identifier, statements and expression and more. We will be discuss each one by one in deep, right? The first we want to know what is the Python syntax. The syntax is the set of rules that define how a program is written and interpreted by the Python interpreters. Right? It's like grammar in the natural language. If you don't follow the rule, Python throws an errors. Right? Core elements of Python syntax. This is the comparison tables, or you can say that is the summary tables of each elements. So first that is the comments used to explain code ignored by Python, right? So any comment statement comments start with the hash, right? And single line comments and multi-line comments. Comments will be single line comments, multi-line comments. We will be use single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes, right? It depends upon us, right? And notes good practice to readability. Then go for the indentations. Define code block instead of braces or semicolons that use in the C and C++, right? But in case of Python, we will not use braces and semicolons. We will be use indentations in Python. Indentation is nothing that is the space, right? For the space, we will be use tab or space, right? We will be discuss in deep what is the indentation, what is the rules of indentations in the next video, right? That is the Python in true and in. This is the examples of the syntax rules and notes standard for spaces uh, you recommended by the Pythons, right? Indentation that space will be four space will be recommended. You can also use two, right? But 4 will be a standard and Python also recommended to use 4 spaces, right? Next element is the variables. Variables is name of the stored data, right? This show you the examples. X is equal to 10, name is equal to Alice. So these are the example of variables, right? X and name, these are the variables, right? Notes dynamically typed, no type declare needed. Already discussed. Python are dynamically typed means no need about the type of variables, right? Type of data something or type of variables that will be done by the imperator. Next elements are the keywords. In Python, we have around 35 reserved words, keywords in Python, like e, for, class, def, import, etc. Around 35, right, availables. These keywords is used for the special purpose. So will be not used for the naming of the variables, naming of the functions, naming of the objects, naming of the class, not used, right? The keywords will be very important. These are around 35 and used for the special purpose, right? Cannot be used for as a variable's name, right? Next element that is the identifier. Identifier is nothing, name given to variables, function, class, objects. These are the identifier valid. We have also as rules to identifiers name, implement the identifier names. Must start with the letter, underscore, case sensitivity. We will discuss on the later, right? Identifiers. What is the rule of naming identifiers, right? Next is elements are the statements. Statements basically that is the part of programming already discussed before. A statement is a single line statements, a line of code Python can execute, right? X is equal to 5, print X is equal to 5, Y is equal to 10, print X plus Y. These all are the statements. X plus 5 is also a statement. Print X, that was also a print X statements. X is equal to 5, also a statement. Y is equal to 10 statements, and print X plus Y. These all are the statements, right? Means a statement is the single line code, a line of codes, right? In a code, number of line codes statements, right? Multiple statements in one line allowed with a semicolon, not recommended. We can use multiple statement in a single line by using semicolon, but that will be not recommended by Python PEP, right? Next elements are the expressions. Expression is what? Combination of values, variables and operators. Result is equal to 10 plus 5 multiplied by 2. Always evaluate to a value. So these are the expressions. There are number of types of expressions. So we will discuss in the letters. Then we have the print output used to display output. There's a print yellow. This is also a syntax, right? Input control flow means direction executed based on the condition and loops, right? So here also this is also part of the syntax rule. So we also discuss function, class and object, module and import, columns, line continuation, doc string, f string. These all are the part of the Python syntax, and we will read or learn about all these elements separately one by one. Control flow is also a very good and very important, right? Function is very important. Class objects, these all are the very important Python elements, and all have the Python syntax rules. So we have to implement these rules and learn what's the rules, how can define the variables, how can define the functions, how can define the objects, how can define the class, how can write a uh, control flow, right? So we'll discuss each and everything one by one. All are important topics and big topics, right? So just this slide just show you the summary of the Python syntax. Right. Now we will move to the next our topic, that is the Python indentations. Right. Very important. Uh, right. So what is the Python indentations? Indentations in Python is one of the most important rules because Python use indentation instead of braces like in C, Java or JavaScript to define code blocks. Right. In Python, we will not use braces and semicolons to define codes. We will use indentations to define codes, right? Indentation is equal to spaces or tabs used at the beginning of a line to indicate a block of code, right? We will use a space or tab, right? Recommendation you using a space, right? Or this space will be 2, 4, 6, 8, but recommendation will be use 4 spaces. That is the standards, right? Python requires indentation to group statements into blocks. That means Python requires indentation to group statements. Suppose that in a group, uh, in a code, how much uh, statements included, that decided by the indentations. If indentation will be defined, so that belongs to the that means that statements belong to the same codes, right? We'll show you in the these figures, explain each one by ones, right? Suppose that this is the examples, right? Here we have C. Also, I will open my uh, Jupyter notebook. Just one I have already opened, right? Right. So same code here. Define the variable first. Suppose that age is equal to 28, and if age greater than 18, column, print you are an adult. That is the we have count here, so we have four spaces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these statements belongs to these codes, uh, same codes. Line 1, line 2, line 3, and line 4 belongs to a same code, right? Reason is that after if we have in the second and these third and fourth line, we have four, a space of 4. So we count E 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these belong to the same codes, but these line print outside the if block. Means this is not the if block. Yes, these line statement not belongs to the these blocks, right? So means identification is defined the statement of block of the statement, means which statements belong to the which block of codes, right? When we will be learned that this year we are the adults belongs to the these code blocks that we get the answers, but these lines print outside if block. So this is the just single statement not related to the these blocks. So his answer is the very simple that can only print outside the if block on the screen, right? So this is the use of the identifications, right? Right. Now we have key rule of Python indentations. Rule 1 required indentation is mandatory for blocks. Important. The number one that is the required means indentation is must required, right? Mandatory for the blocks. Consistency. Use either a space or tab consistently. PEP recommended 4 spaces. Already discussed. How much required spaces? 4 spaces. In case of nested block means block under blocks. More indentations, deeper block. Suppose that if we can put 8 spaces, so we have put number more blocks, code blocks within these programs, right? Errors, wrong or mixed indentation give indentation errors, right? Suppose that you see here these diagrams, that is very simple diagrams, that is the block 1, block 2, block 3, block 2, and block 1, right? You can see here the indentation between these and these are the same, right? So this belongs from the same blocks. Same here, block 2 and block 2 indentation are same. So this is the belongs from the block 2, right? And this is the block 3. So block means indentation. Indentation is nothing, that is the space that is the recommended is the 4 space that define the statements belongs from which block of codes, right? So identification is very important in Python. Reason is that in case of Python programming we will not use braces and semicolons to define the codes. Is only use identification in place of braces and semicolon. So this is the Python indentations. Now move to the next slides. The Python the example of correct indentations. These are the see here. Get def greet name. Def means that can define the functions. So we'll discuss later what is the function, how can define the functions. But this is a simple code. We have just checked the indentations, right? So if indentation is okay, then we had then execute the programs, execute the codes. If indentation is not okay, then we are get the error like indentations errors. Right? We can see here. Practically, we can show you. That is the suppose that this is the our codes. So just write these code, copy these codes, and put up the here. You can see I run the codes. You can see here we can execute the codes, right? That means your identification is okay, right? Next, that is the incorrect code. Already tell you incorrect code. Suppose that coffee here and put of here and run the codes. We are get the expected and identification block after function definition at line 1. That is the indentation's error, right? Reason is that will be here, right? So suppose that we have put the tab, right? So this is the perfect code, right? The gap will be, space will be 4, right? So this is the indentations, right? Examples. And same here, nested. Nested means code under codes, code within a code, right? Right. This is a running, right? Right. Here, now here this table show you the common mistake we have done. We will be done at the time of indentations. Mixing tab and spaces, right? So means Python recommended only use spaces, not tab, or especially not mix tab and spaces, right? So better we will use spaces only, not tab and mixing tab and spaces, right? Second point, forgetting to ident after. Always ident after if, for, def, etc. Right? Next, misalign blocks. Keep block aligned to the same level. Right? These are the common mistakes we will generally done by the professionals at the time of indentations. Right? But one thing I will show you, suppose that we will use IDE, right? Of Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, something like that, and that will be show you at the time when we written the codes, that will be show you if you have the indentation mistakes, right? That is the also a advantage of the using the IDE, right? Tip for managing indentations. What is the tips? Use code editors like VS Code, PyCharm. Suppose just 1 minute. Right. Tips for managing indentations. Use code editor like VS Code, PyCharm, Jupyter. They auto ident. Means they will be already when we writing the codes, they will be show you the indentations. No need to check it. Right. Set editor to use spaces instead of tab. Right. Turn on invisible characters in your editor to spot tab space issues. Right. So these are the tips for the managing indentations. Now move to the next slides. The Python indentations key rules, right? Indentation is mandatory. Already here. Python does not use brasses and end keywords. Instead, indentation define a block of code in Python. But in case of C++, we will use brasses, right? This is the code already show you. Point number 2. Indentation must be consistent. We cannot mix tab and spaces. A standard convention PEP8 that will be suggest use 4 spaces per indentations label. Wrong, inconsistency. These are the wrong codes. Suppose reason is that key indentation will be not consistent, right? Point number 3. All statements inside a block must be equal indented. If one statement in block is indented, all must align at the same level. Correct, right? Suppose that here that is the code. If age greater than 18, the where first statement is the print you are an adult. Print you are on vote. You can vote, right? So see here the indentation is the same, right? So all statements inside a block must be equal indentated. If we can put print on 3 space, so we can get the indentation syntax error, right? So these are the Python indentation key rules. Next, that is the incorrect. Same here. Four nested block increase indentations. Each inner blocks add another four spaces. Right. Suppose that here we have a code. Right. That is the nested block codes. Nested means code under codes. Right. Within a codes. मतलब we have a codes and second code within a first code. If age greater than 18, then print you are an adult. Next, if age greater than equal to 21, print you can drink alcohol in some countries. So these are the nested block increase indentations, right? Here, see here, the first indentation here. For the nested, we have indentation will be here, right? Fifth rule, empty block need pass. If you don't want code inside a block, yet use pass to avoid an errors. Suppose that if age greater than 80, pass placeholder to future code, right? Summary, use 4 spaces per indentation levels. Never mix tabs and spaces. Blocks must align properly. Nested block equal to increase indentations. Use pass for empty blocks. So these are the summary of Python indentation we have the learn, right? So this is the Python indentations. Now this slide show you step by step how Python execute the indented block, right? How can perform, how can work, right? The codes. Then see here, this is a simple code. This is the simple code. Step one, step by step execution flow. Line one, input statement age equal to input like this. This is the first. The Python pause and show enter your age. This is the input functions. These required your inputs. You can put your inputs. User types a number say 20. Suppose that anyone can suppose that here we can just copy here. 1 minute. I can show you. Right. This is the code. We run this code. This is the required. Your age. Suppose that, for example, we can say that we have a 20. Enter your age 20. You are an adult. You can vote. This line run always. This is the perfect code. And this is the input functions. We can put up our age 20 for examples. We can also put fit 30, 40 years for your examples. Right. No use. Uh, that will be execute. Now variable is created age 20. Line 3. This is the line 3. Suppose that line 1, yeah, line 3. Yes, conditions. If age greater than 18, the Python check, we can put age is 20. The Python check 20 is greater than 18, right? Yes, condition is true. Means our condition is what? If age is greater than 80, then you are an adult or you can vote. The same here we can put age equal to 20. The 20 is greater than 18. So the condition will be fulfilled or satisfied. The Python check 20 is greater than 18. Yes, condition is true. Python enters the indented block. Indented block under if print you are an adult, print you can vote, so that will be print on the screen. Else print you are not an adult. If your age, right? Suppose that we can put age is equal to, suppose that give you the example here again. See here, see here, right? Run the code. 16. Age is equal to 16. Enter. Then enter your age 18. You are not adult. This line runs always. Right. So this will be give you the answer. So this is the way how Python indentation work, right? How indentations work in the Python, step by step. Last line outside, this will be print the same print on the screen. This is nothing. This is a separate lines. Print this line runs always, right? So this is the output. If age is equal to enter 20, the output will be that. If we can enter age equal to 15 or 16, I put up 16, then we can get the output is like this, right? Now the third topic, that is the Python keywords, right? So what is the Python keyword? Python keywords are reserved words that have a special meaning in the language. You cannot use them as variable names. These form of backbone of Python syntax for control flow, loop logic, and more. What are Python keywords? Predefined words used by Python interpreters, have a special meaning in code, cannot be used, very very important, cannot be used as identifier, means variable names, function name, class name, object names, not define, not use these keywords, right? How can find out the keywords? Suppose that very simple, that you import keywords and write these commands, right? So suppose that here, 1 minute, I will run you and show you. Sorry, right? So these are there are two commands: import keywords in Python and keywords list, and that will give you the list of all words, how much, right? And now also check how much total counts. So that is the command. Run these commands. These are the 35. So as per today, there are 35 Python keywords, right? And these are the keywords: false, none, true, and as, right? So these are the 35 special keywords that Python interpreter will be used for the special purpose, right? Here category, these are the all 35 divided into these category. Decision making, if, else, and elif for the control loop, right? And loop for while, break, continue. Functions def, return, lambda, yield. Used for these keywords used for the functions. Try, except, finally, raise, assets used for the exceptions. And class pass used for the classes. And or not any logical operations. With, as, import from, context and import. Async await, async programming, global, non-local, scope controls. So these are the Python keywords and these are the category. It means Python keyword, there are the total 35 Python keywords that will used by the interpreter for the special purpose. Now we will be not use these keywords for naming variables, identifiers, uh, means functions, class, right? Objects, not used for these. If for any purpose, we will be not used. Only used by the interpreter, not used by the programmers, right? Clear cut. So these are the keywords for the description of the keywords. 35 keywords, and as already discussed before, suppose that and a logical operators, edge to create an alias, assert for debugging, break to break out a loop, class to define a class, continue to the next iteration of a loop, def to define a functions, del to delete an objects, elif used to conditional statements, same as else used in conditional statements, except used with exceptions, and what to do when an exception occurs, false boolean value result for comparisons, finally used for the exceptions a block of code that will be executed no matter if there is an exception or not. Next keywords, that is the for to create for loop. Next, from to import a specific part of a module. Global to declare a global variables. If to make a conditional statements. Import to import a modules. In to check if value is present in a list tuple etc. Is to test if two variables are equal. Lambda to create an anonymous functions. None represent a null value. Non-local to declare a non-local variables, not a logical operators, or also a logical operators. Pass a null statement, a statement that will do nothing. Raise to raise an exceptions. Return to exit a function and return a value. And next keyword true, that also a boolean value. Try to make try except statement for the exception handlings. While to create a while loop. With used to simplify exception handling. Yield to return a list of value from a generators. That is the advanced version, we will discuss later. What is the generator? Right. In to check if value is present in a list tuple etc. Is to test if two variables are equal. Lambda to create an anonymous functions. So these are the 35 keywords in Python. Right. Here some examples of the Python keyword. Example for the common keywords in use. If, else, elif we can use in the loop. Right. Suppose that here if, use here if, else, also use if on break. Right. Def, return, try, except finally. So these are the use cases of Python keywords. Now our last topic is for this video is the Python identifiers. Right. So here will be show what is the Python identifier and what is the rule of defining Python identifiers, right? So see here in Python, identifier is the name you give to variables, function, classes, modules, and objects. In short, identifiers are names you define to reference thing in your code. Right. Any name given to the variables, function, classes, module, and objects. This is the identifier. Example of identifier, name is equal to Alice. Name is an identifier variables. Right. This is the variables. Name is equal to Alice. This is example of variables. And name is a identifier for variables. Second example, def greet. Greet is an identifier functions. Right. Identifier for the function. Print hi, class a student is identifier for the class, right? So these are the example for the identifier. The identifier is nothing, that is the name you assign to the variables, function, classes, module, and objects, right? Rule for valid Python identifiers. The rule: case use letters A to Z, small letters A to Z capital, digit 0 to 9, and underscore. Right? We will be used any letters A to Z, small cases, lowercase, A to Z uppercase, digit 0 to 9, and underscore. For example, my underscore variables 1, that is the name for identifier, that will be correct. Underscore temp, that is also a correct key, that will be started with the underscore. Name 1 2 3 also a correct, right? Second point rule is must not begin with a digit, means not a identifier name start with a digit. always start with, right? Never. So one name is invalid. Cannot use Python keywords, right? 35 Python keywords not used for the any identifier name or any purpose by the programmer, only used by the interpreters, right? No special character allow at the rate name. This is the not any special character will be used for the naming for the identifier, assigning the identifier. Reserve keywords is not equal to identifier, already discussed. Valid vice invalid identifier, these are the valid identifiers name, these are the invalid. The total underscore count, first underscore name, max underscore, means lower cases upper cases, total under start with underscore, that will be valid, but we cannot start with the numbers. This is the invalid. Contains this is not a special word, no, a special index not will be used, a special character not used. My name, that is the invalid. Def Python keywords, keyword not allowed for the identifier name. Special characters also not used, right? Best practices for identifier as style guides. Use cases variables, style, a snake case. Example, user underscore name, age like this. This is the variable for the identifier. Constant uppercase, right? Classes, Pascal class, a student bank account like this. Function, a snake case, calculate underscore totals. Private members, underscore hidden methods. These are the best practices for the identifier, right? So this is the way to assign identifier, right? So now close this video. Video will be so long, so we'll be start in next video with the Python comments, Python variables, Python statements, and data types, right? So now thanks for the continuing this video. We will be meet in the next video with the these given topics: Python comments, Python statements, Python data types, and variables. Right? These four topics we will be taken in the next video. Thank you so much.